Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Mini, your true nerd, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where you join me here, in the jungle, where we've been the whole time, but things are going a lot flipping better now, if we now go over to the diplomatic status. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is looking better. This lovely yellow chunk of the map, not an insignificant chunk of the map by any stretch of the imagination, all belongs to us. Very, very good indeed. And we've also got a little ally over here too, that we will totally just bring them into the Empire sooner or flipping later. And things are just looking better and better as I look around, in fact. One, good old Pustin over here. We like Pustin. He's up to 7 out of 10 on the old loyalty, thanks to repeatedly winning against some flipping lizards who are finally flipping naffed off and given up the ghost by the looks of things. We've been pulled into a war against these bastards, but one, we've got allies on our side over here, and two, very conveniently, one of their big cities, in fact the capital of this entire area, is currently under siege by a faction that doesn't even have a home. It's got kicked out of its home by something, possibly by these guys, and as a result, no reinforcements or anything are coming from flipping here because, yes indeed, the enemy army is... wait, is there no... Ah! This is interesting. So inside this city, there's one lord right there, together with the garrison, which is not insignificant at all, and they are being sieged out by this force. Now, I feel like if they just sallied out, or rather, if he sallied out, and thus got the garrison as reinforcements, then he'd be able to win pretty easily. But I'm not sure if the game's now basically refusing to sally forth because he thinks, okay, his individual army couldn't win, and the game's not counting on the reinforcements into the calculation for what he decides to do next. Ooh, I don't know. That's possible, you know. I'm genuinely not sure. But regardless, it all works for me, because this is going to keep these guys nice and distracted, while me and my allies over here decide to just head over in that direction. Good old Clan Spittle over there. Yeah, good old Lord Skrolk. He just needs to, well, he's got 12 people on him right now. What can we get from you? Hang on, what can I recruit locally? I can recruit some clan rats locally, without actually going too far afield. But what could I recruit if I was actually back here in this territory? Because in this territory, I've got a lot more I can do. I could recruit, I could get some ogres into this guy's army. But that would take 2 turns to do. Or some gutter runner slingers, which is unquestionably pretty good. We could just get some, yeah, some basic Skaven slave slingers in there as well. And don't forget all of this stuff. Ah, the shielded guys. The shielded guys would not be the worst thing in the world. Like, we don't need to rush this fight at all. I don't think there's any need to rush in the slightest. Instead, what we could do as well, this could go up to level 3 right now. This could go up to an armory. Now, the armory actually unlocks some technology, which is worth thinking about. I can't actually train any of the storm vermin just yet. Those are really damn good. I mean, just look at them. Really chunky. Armor 90, armored, shielded, weapon strength 34. They're just like, you know, they don't have any specialization to be honest. Well, this guy doesn't, the sword and shield guys. The guys with the halberds are, yeah, technically armored, armor piercing, and anti-large. So charge defense against large foes. So if we run into like big stuff, might be useful. Could get that underway over there. But I feel like I'm really worried by the amount of infrastructure that's just sitting completely unguarded here in Sabotage. Let's get you. Do you even need that right now? I mean, what's the benefit? I'd need to spend 2 turns getting back into this territory, because I can't quite get into Oixel this turn. Fine. I'd say what we should do instead would be, if we were just to move you over in this direction, there's no army here. I could just move over in this direction right now and just start training, and see if potentially these guys over here take the hint and start actually joining me. And also, I can just go over here and... Ooh. Hello. What's going on here? Why have you got a little shiny thing going on? I don't know. They've got a little shiny thing that some of the other cities don't have. Like, this city doesn't have that, and I don't know what that means. Intriguing. Still, we've now got full visibility of these guys right here. So, Saurus spears with shields. Those are pretty damn tanky. Saurus warriors, again, decent enough. Weapon strength 57 is no flipping joke. We've got skink cohorts with just basic javelins. Nothing too major. Some skink skirmishers back there. Okay, basically, we just need some solid enough infantry to actually defeat these guys hand to hand. Indirect fire would do the job pretty well there, all things considered. Now, I've got some indirect fire, but not as much as we've got down south. Screw it, I'm just going to recruit locally. We've got money. We're okay for the time being. Let's just recruit a nice, solid front line of actual clan rats here. 3 clan rats will do the job pretty nicely. That's us up to 15 units. Meanwhile, over here, his actual garrison is, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 10 or so. And we might have help. Ideally, these guys, now they are actually fully healed up, will come and help us out, and we'll have some, yeah, some additional reinforcements. There's one other thing I noticed, by the way, over here in the event messages. War declared. So as it turns out, there is now war between the Itza and the Vampire Coast as well. So this is just the perfect time to attack these guys, because, yeah, they've got one army putting this city under siege. We've got us attacking this city, and somewhere up here, the Vampire Coast is somewhere in this sort of region. They're coming down over here and taking out one of their other cities around here. So these guys are now under attack from every flipping side. There's no realistic chance they're going to actually be able to come and attack us. Meanwhile, the dwarves, who I've previously been a bit concerned about, they've decided to attack the Sentinels of Zeti. Now, we haven't met them yet, but I would assume they'll be up here to the north somewhere. So hopefully that'll draw their armies off in this direction, and they won't be interested in me. So right now, everyone's pretty much at war with exactly the people I'd like them to be at war with. So you just get over there, Scroll, and deal with that. And we're making good money over here as well. Oh, and we're actually into the flipping 80. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm loving that growth plus 20. Very, very nice indeed. Right, you head on your way. We're just going to go over here and attack this settlement right flipping here. So can you make it there in... Yep, you can make it there in 2 turns. I probably should have gone into forced march, by the way. But it won't actually make too much difference, to be honest. So that is a ruined provincial capital. Lovely. So I can right-click to attempt to search for treasure, or indeed to colonise it if that's what I want to do. Now, we'll send him over there, but we've got something else as well. We have got ourselves one flipping assassin over here. And now we've got visibility. You go over there. Assault the garrison for 400 gold is the cost of that. Okay, well, let's just send him... Let's send him in this direction. This is where the dangerous stuff is. So my assassin can just go over in this direction right now. And if I was to embed him in this army, that has advantages too, because yeah, an embedded hero leads to replenished troops. So that could be very, very useful indeed. But I could also use him to attempt to take out some of the garrison. Now, if this significantly weakens the garrison, I might be able to just walk in right now, take this area over without having to bother waiting for these guys. And as I get stronger and stronger and stronger, eventually, they'll just have no choice but to confederate with me, because it's that or be totally flipping destroyed. Though I do want their flipping warpstone. If they're willing to go for it, you know, I'll give it a go. We're up to 122 trusted friends. Join my confederation, please. And that's, ooh, okay. Public order -8, and further confederation will not actually be possible while this is in effect. And diplomatic relations -40 with Skaven. Okay. Weirdly, literally going in and just murdering Skaven and taking their land off them is actually better for my relationship with Skaven worldwide than actually confederating. Clearly, Skaven just don't like confederating, I guess. But to be honest, the Altar of the Horned Rat has quite an impressive garrison, and there are 2 decent armies, including one that's just sitting in here. Trying to actually take it out directly is just a waste of manpower, so we should definitely go for the Confederation option. Before I even consider it, just in case I get lucky and it actually passes, I think it's just basically rolling a dice. Let's just check. So, public order, -37, under control. This is all. -89. Let's not even do that right now, because if it happens to pass, then potentially that could be bad for public order here. I might not be able to actually recover from that. So let's just keep that there right now. Go back over to this thing, because yeah, we're actually building... We need to get new flipping stuff built, actually, to get the public order under control. What is wrong with public order here? Taxes, provincial stability is going down, so that's going to start going up. Okay, I'm going to spend some money improving this bell to go from, yeah, the Taskmaster's platform to the Overseer's lookout. There we go. So in 3 turns, that will improve slightly. And meanwhile, in just 5 turns, potentially, actually, it might be a little bit better, because I think I'm upgrading the... I'm upgrading the nursery here, aren't I? Hang on. Over here, we're upgrading... Yeah, 1 turn from the nest nursery being upgraded. So hopefully it should be only, like, maybe 3 turns, if I'm really lucky, until such time as... Ooh. Okay, plus 179. Yeah, that's not going to make a huge difference. Maybe I can get, like, 1 turn off until we can actually get up to population surplus 4. And as a result, we can grow Oixel up to level 4 and get some advanced stuff going on here. In particular, yeah, Den of Secrets in order to get, ooh, Death Runners. But I'm going to need a different building to actually make that work. Though, actually, that's going to unlock, yeah, there we are. That'll unlock 2 new chains, so that's absolutely fine. And Puston just keeps getting better and better. Let's keep upgrading him. He's up to flipping level 7 at this point. Very, very good indeed. And yeah, he's now got a load of clan rats. Just keep going up there. Leadership plus 3 for the clan rats units and melee attack plus 6. That's pretty darn good. What else has he got with him, by the way, that I might want to improve? Nothing immediately obvious, because yeah, there doesn't seem to be a good way of actually getting like the slave units up in terms of their basic morale. So, screw it. In that case, Pack Leader 2 seems pretty darn good. Let's just get that further and further and further up. So, any movement from anyone in particular? 10 bajillion factions. And we've got, oh dear. Clan Ishan has indeed been destroyed. I mean, I'm guessing those guys started to come out of their city and actually flipping fight.
Your armies can take to the seas should you wish it, sire.
Oh, I know we can take the seas. Yeah, there's no longer boats, by the way. And Clan Ishan have indeed been absolutely destroyed. Well, that's very, very sad indeed. And our ally intends to attack the enemy settlement of this thing. Well, that's flipping good. Oh, yes. They flipping are on the move. Well, that's just good. And, ooh, we've got Nurgle's Rot. Southern Sentinels is being affected by some form of disease. Negative growth 3. Well, that's very, very sad indeed. Let's have a look see here. Public order is currently -1. Provincial instability, yeah, that's under control for the time being. Though, actually, we need to watch that. Because, yeah, because there's 4 territories that need to be taken over. And every single one of them is -30. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a platform right here for public order up. Because, yeah, we need to keep the public order under control. Because taking over 4 different little settlements, even if walking into them is basically easy as can be, this is going to be tricky to do. Just because public order overall is going to end up getting very low indeed. What are you doing, by the way? You are... Okay, you're trying to use the flipping underway, are you? Alright, fine. If that's what you want to do, I'm not convinced that's necessarily the right idea. I should try using the underway, by the way. I haven't really done it yet, so it would probably be flipping useful. Now, what do we know about you, and what do we know about over here? Probably not too much. Well, we do know that there's one guy who is over here, and there's... Ooh. Hello. Clan Screa. Now, don't know who you guys are. I haven't run into you properly yet, but apparently these guys no longer own... What did you lose, if anything? You must have lost something. Or maybe you never owned it in the first place. Fine. Let's just get over here. This army... Actually, no. No, that's not what I want to do at all. My little assassin friend. Can you actually... Ah, you can't quite get there. That's so annoying. Because this... This is not nothing. This is not nothing right here. They're going to try and use the rat way, aren't they? Okay, if I go over here, I can just train some more troops. And I feel like I do need some additional troops, potentially. Wait, he might just technically be in range because he gets actually within the range of the city. Are you allowed to do this? Yeah, I'm willing to pay 400 for you to actually have a go. It's a 50-50 shot. So can you actually get in there this turn, or no? I'm just laying out the order for him to do it next turn. That's a flipping shame. Boo. Still, he's nice and close now, so hopefully that means we can actually see what's going on. No, we still can't see exactly how strong these units are. Right. Well, if we've got an extra turn that's actually available to us now, then we may as well just give you some more flipping, you know, decent quality infantry. When I say decent quality infantry, it's terrible next to what they've got, but I guess that means we just need to outnumber them by more. Actually, before we do anything there, I just saw something down here, so I've cancelled those troops. Because over here, if I hover over this, colonization cost 959. So, that would rather suggest that, yeah, because this place is ruined, but it's got gold. Okay, there's cost, but I feel like this has got to be a good idea. So, in we go, my good man, across the straits there. And yeah, number of soldiers that... Ooh! Okay, I'm going to disband significant parts of the army to do this, and also, if I want to get the level up, I need to spend the food as usual. Screw it, let's do it. Colonize, let's see what actually happens, and if I get to choose the troops or something. My alternative would be do nothing or treasure hunt. Okay, choice of actions within the ruins, resulting in good or bad outcome. let's colonize it. It's got sea, it's got ports. This is all very, very good indeed. Colonize! And, I see. It's evenly distributed across all my men. But that's fine. They can just stay here for a bit and actually just get set up. So, we've now got ourselves a brand new level 2 capital that's actually got some walls and stuff here. Very, very good indeed. So, you, my good man, are now just going to stay here for a bit and retrain your troops. That's fine. Now, we've also got, oh yes, a slave wharf leading into underdocks and finally a nest port generating, yeah, costs 800, but it generates 150 and increases growth as well. So that's going to pay for itself really quickly. Hang on, let's just see what we got here. Because now we've got some interesting alternatives going on. Resource, oh yeah. Gold mining pit, 300. 450, then 600. Oh, flipping yes. This place is going to pay for itself over and flipping over again. Right. Okay. Well, I know what I want to do immediately. I would like to get this built, but for the moment we can't afford it. Right. Get the slave wharf into production immediately. Because once we've got that going on, we'll actually have ourselves a beautiful, beautiful bit of access to the sea. Now that we've actually got ourselves, you know, a proper coastal city, by any chance, vampires. Vampires, vampires, vampires. Also, these guys are... Ah! That's where those guys are. Fine. The Sentinels of Zeti. So, these guys who are very unfriendly, they are currently at war with the dwarfy lot. Fine. So, understandably, they will keep each other busy for some time. Good, this all works for me. But Vampire Coast, my friends. My flipping... Oh, yes, finally we can trade with them. And it's going to make us a fair bit of money too. Oh, yes. Bloody hell. They're very friendly. How about me and you being... Actually, who are you actually at war with right now? You're at war with an undiscovered faction and the Itza. Okay. I think we could do some stuff here. Let's get a defensive alliance going on here. Me and these vampires could be friends. Let's also see if we can trade military access. Yep, lovely. And how about a proper formal military alliance? No. They say never. I'll ask them again next turn and there's a good chance they might say yes. Right. We have now got ourselves some decent friends up there. These guys are okay. They've only got 2 settlements, admittedly. But I think if we just keep the pressure up on the other lads, yep, and there's another 1,000 for the treasury, and 8 warpstone, right flipping there, yeah, now we're starting to get somewhere. So, you, my good man, you just stay here. But because this place was colonised, not actually conquered, that means public order here is going to start going up like mad. Excellent, because, yeah, there's military presence, corruption, the characters. Provincial instability is not high, because I've not conquered anything. I've just literally built it myself from nothing. Ah! And there's the Citadel of Dusk. Is that the... No. The Citadel of Dusk is the secondary city. We could just walk straight into it. But to be perfectly honest, yeah. Actually starting a fight with the elves strikes me as a bad idea. Because I'm pretty sure the Fortress of Dawn is this one. Right here. And I don't want to pick a fight with them. Because I don't want to have to go over there, to be perfectly honest. I'd rather just have them be at peace. And there's... Wait. Fortress of Dawn. Wait, hang on, who's the faction then? Oh, sorry, the Citadel of Dusk and the Citadel of Dawn are at war. I just kind of assumed they were going to be friends, but no. No, they hate each other. Okay, how about, as you've actually got... Oh, hang on. Wait, if it's just you... If that's just you there, and thus there's no actual trouble... Ooh. Wow, that changes things. That changes things quite significantly. Because you are actually not going to pull me into a war with those guys. How many actual territories do you have? You've got 1 territory. Well, welly. This just changed quite a lot, in fact. You've got an elven colony here. Increased income from ports. And if I just kill you, nobody cares. Well, you just chill out there for a bit. You just chill out right there, because your garrisons... Okay, you've got a significant garrison, but no walls. Right. Good news, Pustin. I've got you a target. To be honest, I'd rather not have my entire army constantly being weakened, having to wait for them to recharge. Could I train a new guy whose only job is basically to go around settling both of these territories? because then we can get this entire province on side in a big colonization effort. And now we've got the money from completing that mission. Actually, I can indeed retrain these troops anyway. Unless, of course, as I say, I'd rather train a new person instead. Potentially, I'd like to train a new person instead. I mean, that's quite significant. 2% up for the entire army, plus an extra 230 just for this guy. But I do quite like the Plague Rat lads, and I feel like I've got a big enough territory at this point. You know, 3 generals would not be ridiculous on toast. And this guy seems pretty good. Between 3 and 8 on the odd loyalty front. Disciplined, morale up, and melee attack for literally everything in the army up. Yeah, okay, let's go for Arkling. Boom. So he's been recruited down there in the Southern Sentinels. And now we need to give him an army. Though, admittedly, when I say he needs an army, we can't really afford to give you much. How would you like some good slaves? Good, solid slaves. Marvellous. I'm glad you like them. Now, money is running a little bit on the low side here, I'll admit. So, we need to start getting some good infrastructure that makes some good money in a hurry. What did you come out by? Oh, of course you came out at 3. Bloody hell. The game actually says, like, when you say, like, recruit a lord, the little tooltip does actually say, loyalty. When recruited, this lord will have a loyalty level within this range. When it says within this range, it always seems to be the lowest possible variable. Like, I've seen that twice in a row. In fact, possibly 3 times in a row. It always seems to be the lowest number. Then you need to actually get some victory on your belt to actually get it up. So that's interesting. On the plus side, there's colonization. Colonization still does, of course, eat into the food, because I did choose to get the colony straight up to level 2. Fine. I'd say everything seems under control for the time being. You stay there. You train some troops, and then maybe go and colonize something next time. Lovely, lovely, lovely. In fact, we might want to... We could also search the ruins for treasure. That might be fun. For the time being, probably that's all we can do for now. And in comes someone from the Itza. Right there. Did you manage to... You managed to get inside that city. I'm pretty sure that was a leader that just snuck in over there. The spine of Sotek dwarves are wandering around, but they should be busy with their little war versus the lizard men to the north.
Consider merging some units in this army, my lord. They will be better placed to survive the glorious battles to come.
That's the stupidest advice you could possibly give, narrator man. Literally, this army is currently recharging. It's going to take a while to do, I'll flipping admit, but screw it, we'll just let it go. Okay, things seem to be recovering here. We've got some money at least. Now, what did you just arrive with? You've got yourself, and you have got the, yeah, just some basic shields. That's nothing too major. What happened to you guys? You guys specifically said you were about to try and attack, but no, obviously not. You decided to underway straight back home instead, you stupid bastards. Right, well, I have got a surprise for these guys. And the surprise comes in the form of the garrison. So, positive outcome, this is 50-50. Okay, let's flipping do this. Or I can... Oh no, apparently I can't... Wait, hang on. Back out of that. Can I try and assassinate? I mean, you're an assassin. So, could you try and... Ooh. Okay. Can you try and assassinate that guy? Because I feel like that should be a thing you do. Right? Can the assassins not assassinate? Because I really feel like they should be able to. Oh no, he can. He can actually take on the unit there. So if he wants to, he can assault that unit. What would that actually do? Inflicts damage on all units in the target army. It probably doesn't actually kill him. It just weakens his bodyguard. So, yeah, my assassin does basically do everything other than assassinate, which is marvellous. But what I want is the garrison down. And I'm willing to pay 400 for the privilege. So get in there. And that was indeed a success. Beautiful. Now, what have you just actually done to that garrison? Because hopefully it was worth 400 gold. And as a result, I've been awarded 4 warpstone for doing a hero action. Marvellous. I'm not sure I'd necessarily call this guy, like, you know, heroic or anything. But screw it, sure. Now, we still can't currently see what's actually going on here. So I think, unfortunately, we do just have to go in. And using our troops, admittedly, our troops which does have some Skaven slaves in. This is not the biggest army. Yeah, this is not the biggest army of all. Right, let's have a look-see at the bare minimum. Let's go and have a poke at them. See what we can do. So we've got... Oh, dear. Okay. When you actually, you know, said that we had weakened the enemy forces, you didn't do much, did you? You didn't actually do a huge amount at all. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to wait. We're going to wait and let them come to us. Because while the game is saying that the balance of power is greatly in their favour, I think I've at least got a chance. Alright, and when I say I've got a chance, well, it's not much of a chance, is it? Well, actually, there's a lot of just skirmishers here. A lot of just skirmishers and skinks that aren't actually that good. I've got the catapult. I've got a level 5 spellcaster. I've got some good anti-infantry stuff up front. If my allies were to join me, I might have a flipping chance. Let's just stay here for the time being. And you, my good man, with your lovely 2 units here, you're just going to go over here and have a little look-see. Ooh, colonization cost would be high. I'm guessing the colonization cost is high because the number of units I'm actually taking is low, if I had to flipping guess. And tragically, I can't actually afford the mining pits that... Oh, can I? Wait, hang on, there must be a way of making a tiny bit more money. What missions do I have? I've literally got Race for the Vortex right now. Dear oh flipping dear. Right. This is not looking so hot all of a sudden. We're low on the old money front, and apparently this fight is not going to go my way. And Skrick the Assassin actually leveled up too. So he's got something he can learn here. The Dance of Death. Melee defense +4, melee attack +4. Very, very nice indeed. Alternatively, replenish troops. So you can replenish troops relatively quickly, spreading public order, or indeed public disorder, presumably to the enemy settlements. And yeah, the assault garrison thing didn't do that much, to be honest. I was underwhelmed with that. Still, let's just make the assault garrison better. Then it might get a little bit on the better side, yes. Speaking of which, any chance you're willing to... Hero action, replenish troops of Lord Skrulk. No, I don't want you to do that. I just want to embed you if you'd be so kind. Though, I suspect... increases replenishment, positive outcome 100%. If you can get over there, get in there and join the army. But I suspect you're not allowed to be involved because you can't move yet. You're out of movement points. Alright, this here, lads, this is the time when you come and help out. Oh, he's decided to actually do this. Right, you know what? I'll give it a go. I think I can pull this off. I've got Menace Below, ×4. He's got some actual damaged troops here. And sure, he's level 2, but I'm level 5. I don't think it's, well, I think the balance of power is in his favour. I don't think it's quite as bad as the game's saying. If I could just get in a nice uphill, I might have a chance. Now, what have we got going on here? We've got, we do have a hill. That's certainly true. And they've got reinforcements from that guy coming from that direction. Why is there a nice hit? Yeah. This slope here is pretty steep. It's a shame it's not the other way round, because then I could actually get my slingers on this bit of land over here, and we'd be in much better shape indeed. But, potentially... my slingers over here could still do the job. Could still do the job here. And the winds of magic are low. So let's just gamble on that. Come on, I need a good result from the wind of magic. Okay, Ronaldo's with me, but honestly, not by much. Right, my slingers at the back here. They're going to have some nice shots down the hill. Not spectacular, but it'll do. The number of actual troops he's fielding is not actually that high. So I would say what we want to do is a nice solid line right over here. There we are. Nice solid line of troops right there. At the back, of course, we've got the plague catapults. They will do some very, very good work indeed. They'll do some very nice work. I suspect they're going to be coming from this sort of angle. So let's just cover that whole range right there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, as for my leader, I don't want them down at the bottom, to be honest. Let's also have, yeah, the Skaven slaves, however. Their job is to be a surprise force that jumps out of the forest. Okay, we're going to have those guys hidden in the forest over here. They're going to rush out of the forest and slam into anything over here. They're going to be my surprising little ace in the hole, because that will do at least some good stuff. As for you, I don't want you too far forward, to be honest. I'm just going to keep him at the back. We'll keep you at the back. We'll toss some magic. So you've got good range on your magic. Start your deployment. This is the best I'm going to be able to do, I suspect. And those are positioned about correctly. Start the battle. Now, what have we got? Where's the main guy? Because he's got to be somewhere over here, but... Ah, there he is. Just starting to emerge. Now, where are you going to go? There's you, so he's going to be close by. So as I probably would have suspected, they're going to come around here like this. Those guys are actually more like there, which isn't what I was really expecting to see. Okay, this is a little bit more on the interesting side. The majority of the strength this side, that's 100% fine. I probably just need to take this entire force and just rotate it a little bit. This guy most definitely needs to be facing over there as soon as possible. So you just basically turn as fast as you can. This angle will be absolutely fine for you guys. Some of these guys need to come around here and just basically make a new line right over here-ish. You just need to slightly spread yourselves out there. Hang on, yeah, that should be absolutely fine. You two to about there. Sorry, both of you to about there, please. Thank you very much indeed. These guys need to be... These guys need to actually move over to this position. If you'd be so kind, that should do them. Right, do that. Everyone reposition as fast as you can, please. I was kind of expecting them to show up at the top and then have to come down this hill. So, some of them are. Wait, hang on. That's exactly what they are doing. They are indeed deciding to regroup. Hang on, well in that case... In that flipping case, do you actually have range on them yet? You're going to have range on those guys. Right. Okay. I want your position to be about here. Okay, I've changed my mind. Go exactly back to where you already were. That works better, because now my ambush out of the forest plan still sort of works. Right, everyone shuffle around here. And now, this is good, because once these guys get into this position, these here catapults will have flipping years to be shooting at these guys, because these guys are apparently flipping determined to actually go along here and all reunite together at this spot. So as a result, we have now got ourselves a really good opportunity to nail some of these guys very, very fast indeed. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This is where we start actually having a chance in this here battle. Because all of a sudden, these guys are going to give me a oh, they're so grouped together. They're so grouped together. Yes. Okay. This is good. Now, there's some good stuff over there. Now they're starting to come at us. Problem is, we don't really have much in the way of an answer to those pterodon riders. We've got the slings. We've got the slings, and it looks like the slings will actually hit us first. I need some good hits, by the way. Okay. Luckily, that's all going very, very nicely indeed. You guys, I want you to focus back there at those guys with shields. Keep your focus down there. This is good anti-infantry stuff right flipping here. Any minute, the slingers should actually come into range of some stuff here. Yep, here we go. Here we flipping go. Here we flipping go. Come on, fire on those guys, please. You're not doing much. Can slingers even hit flying? I assume they can. Right. I need you guys, after your next volley or two, to back off. Right. Pause the game here. These guys are doing good work to those things back there. I want you out of skirmish mode, because then I can actually control you. And I want you to fall back to here in a hurry. Then I might be able to move you around and into the forest. Okay, go, 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 go. Everyone back over here as quick as you like, please. These guys just get back over here. Keep drawing up. These guys need to... Oh, hang on. And yeah, you guys just stop. And now, time to buy some time. Congratulations, lads. There's now something right in your way. And incidentally, there's also, while you are now going to be paying attention to all of that, let's just quickly hit all of these. Absolutely flipping marvellous. Right. Now, magic spell for all of these guys. Lovely. And more magic spells, by the way. We absolutely want some more magic spells right here. And just quickly, some more stuff there. Lovely. These guys are now back into position and doing good work. Hitting these things over the side. These guys are pelting me, but that's absolutely fine. Just get around the back here, hit the skirmishers. My warriors are already fleeing, that's fine. They were like expendable, no one cares about them. Pause. Revisit. This is looking much more even already. We are doing a lot of good work to these guys. Saurus warriors are frightened by an enemy unit. And in 12 seconds, I can get the next rank back up. You. 12 seconds and 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. We've got 21 magic. We can cast spells all flipping day. Alright, Pestilent Breath for 8. Or Blessed with Filth. If these guys head over here and try and engage with our front line, and these are Plague Monks, they will hold their own. These guys will manage, okay? Plague Monks, get in there. You guys, push forward a little bit. Just a little bit further forward. You guys, what are you going for right now? Those are Saurus Spears, pretty damn damaged. These guys are... These are the Javelins. They're just the Skirmishers. These guys need to focus. Actually, where's their leader? He should be glowing and obvious. Wait, where is their leader? He should be way more glowing and obvious than this. Oh, there he is at the front. Right, well, that would explain him then. Fine, he decided to go up front, did he? Okay, so, Saurus Spears. And then some more Saurus Spears. They're at 44. They're at 62. You're just Javelins, so I can just focus on you. You are Saurus Warriors. You're in good shape, apparently. Okay, let's just focus on you for the time being. Meanwhile, you guys over here. I'd like you to just take out the Javelin troops. Just focus all your firepower down there, if you'd be so kind. And you, focus your firepower straight down over onto there. These guys are apparently tough, actually. There's a tough unit over here. Right, focus your firepower over here. These guys that are... Are you actually charging right now? Where are you going? These guys are... Yeah, these guys are charging forward, and they're going to be difficult to take care of. You just keep your firepower back here, please. Because these guys are... They're the furthest back. I'd like to get them out of the way. Okay. Problem with these guys. Who are you taking on right now? Plague Monks. Plague Monks will do alright, if not spectacularly, against those guys. I potentially need to get my own general involved in a minute. But I want to let them get a tiny bit closer before that actually happens. So you guys just keep pushing forwards. There we are. In comes all of that. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. In come all the plague catapults. In comes all the slings. You guys, they are struggling. These guys are starting to struggle here. Right, you know what? You guys, get over there. They're actually leaving their flanks a little bit on the exposed side here. These guys will do a competent enough job. Now, round to the side of these guys. Okay. This, we're doing okay with. These guys are starting to struggle a bit with their morale. These guys are right here. Time to spring the trap on these lads. Units coming rushing out of the woods, straight into them. That should be a very big hit to you. Clan rats, that's absolutely fine. My hidden unit should momentarily be revealed. And you, these guys' morale is going to start collapsing. Oh, darn it, they went on the rampage. That's a shame. Right. What we need now is, well, I've still got 24 magic, and the magic's going up really quickly. I should just be using the magic as fast as I flipping can here. Let's just interrupt. Oh, here's a whole bunch of units. Yeah, here's a flipping bunch of units. That'll flipping do as well, thank you. Lovely. Now, you, get over there. The Pterodons are on top here. The Lord is under attack. By the Pterodons, I'm assuming. Right, you guys just keep on going down here. There's still some cohorts down at the bottom. If we can just clear up the actual infantry lines, however, we'll be alright. And I'm not convinced this is going so well, because the flipping Pterodons have done terrible, terrible things to morale. But here's the one thing we do have. These guys are rampaging, which is not so hot. Over here, these guys are surrounded. Over here, this guy is badly wounded. These guys are holding steady for the time being. I'm going to just bring up some lovely, lovely flipping rats right here. Okay? Rats right there. Over to the plague catapults. At this point, pretty much everything's committed. Just target down onto these lads, please. You may as well get them out of the way. They're not going to be thrilled about that. I'm really concerned about the morale on this flank, though. The morale on this flank is a real problem. My guy is, where is he? He's over there and he's doing good work against their leader. Their leader just needs to go down, but that's going to take a long time to do, darn it. Okay, just keep going on here. We've got more units coming in. I think some of them are starting to back off, though. Some of them are most definitely starting to back off. You guys, get in over here. You can fight. These guys are fighting. I think we've got this. I think we've actually got this. Screw you, impossible to win victory game. Oh, yeah. Flipping hell. The peasants coming out of the forest has been very, very good indeed. The pterodons are now in a little bit of trouble. Those guys are now fleeing. Oh, we pulled it off. Haha, yes. Oh, the old classic Total War tactics still worked beautifully. Right, do not pursue. Not while there's still stuff on the field. We need to finish off those guys. Okay, if you can, finish off these guys. If you can, get over here. These guys are wavering. We're not flipping done yet, okay? Technically, some of these guys are still ready to fire. There we go. We got some magic ready to go? Yep, we do indeed have some little breath there. No, don't have the range for that. How about some flipping plague rats right on top of you? So I bet that's going to be really bad for your morale if there's plague rats right on top of you. Oh, yes. Right. Now, we have not won quite yet. We have not. This is not a victory. This is pretty good, but it's not actually a victory because some of them are going to make it back to the city. So we're still going to have a bit of a follow-up battle here, but I think now we got this. Close victory. I don't deny it. That was looking really dicey on the left flank there. But my men held together. We used the magic. We used the range. We used the terrain. Everything just worked nicely. And with that, we still have a very, very significant amount of men remaining. And a giant pile of food as well. Don't forget the loot from the battlefield. Now what to do with you guys? Ooh. Units replenished. Ooh, and was that a... Did I just pick up the armor of Potato? No! The shield of Ptolos! Sorry, I read that as Potato for some reason. Right, well that's good. Got some melee defense and missile resistance there. Very, very good indeed. So, what to do with the captives? Make some money. There's not much money there. Enslave them for food. And, ooh, leadership +4. Or get some of my units replenished. Tell you what, I probably could do with some replenish right now. Though actually, I think it's under control. What's left? Not a huge amount is actually left, to be honest. And more importantly, we've done some really big damage to their actual core infantry. I am going to take the leadership bonus and food from that. Boom. There we are, nice and enslaved. Anything from the rest of you lot? I think everything's under control.
One of your subordinates shows questionable devotion to your cause.
Oh, I think he's absolutely fine. We've also got some lovely armor there. Do I need to put that on, or because it's my only armor have I automatically put it on? Nope, I've automatically put it on. Okay, so now this guy is much more resistant in battle. Very good. Oh, now you've decided you might be willing to actually come and actually help out. I see. Day late and $1 short, you stupid bastards. Now, you over here, you who's down to, yeah, only 3 loyalty. Now, I do have the money to go and settle these territories right flipping now. And I can see the sense in it, quite frankly. Actually, I'm okay on food. I'm going to go here and start fortifying this place. So in we go. There we go. 2,256. Yeah, if you've got a larger army, it's cheaper to colonize. That logically makes sense because you don't need to bring more people in. So colonize that. 200 guys will actually settle there. We'll bring it straight into a level 2 settlement. Colonize that. Beautiful. Now, what's actually around here? Ah, what's actually around here is the Dust Gate. What are you part of? The Dust Gate, which is part of the Forgotten Isles over here, and the Golden Colossus, which is presumably somewhere in this sort of area. So don't worry about that just now. In fact, actually, am I ever going to bother going in that direction? I might do, but it might be some time away, and I strongly suspect, potentially, the Sentinels of Zeti are going to be coming down before I can do that. I wouldn't mind having a proper, you know, defended city down here, because that will keep all these cities safe from any incursion from this direction. As for you, yep, your troops are now going up very, very nicely indeed. Another 3 turns until back up to full strength. But I cannot afford much more in the way of colonization. And the food is going down very quickly on account of, yeah, all the armies and everything else too. But I'd say now we are probably now in an excellent position to head in and finish these bastards off. Oh, yes, indeed. Suddenly the balance of power has rather turned, hasn't it? Oh, flipping dear, you stupid bastard. And if he decides to actually come and attack me again, it'll be much easier to finish him off. Absolutely marvellous. So, main force backed up by, what's even left now? Some Saurus spears with shields, some Saurus warriors, but honestly, they're all badly damaged. Pterodons are still okay. Yeah, flying missile cavalry, vanguard deployment, poison attacks, fire while moving, death from above. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But if I can hit them with my sticks, I should probably bring them down like that. Yeah, I think we can just head straight in here and take care of these guys. And here's fun. They have no choice but to come through this very narrow pass right here, because that's the only bit that's not swampy and boggy. Let's just gamble for a bit more magic, because 7's really low. And, oh, Reynald. I like you, whoever you are exactly. There we go. Catapult going right over onto the one passed through the swamp. And once again, the Skaven slaves can just basically be a flanking force, with the main infantry making up the front line, with the slingers right on the front over here. Very, very good indeed. Here we go. Battle begins. They have no choice but to march over the bridge. And that means my beautiful, beautiful Plague Claw catapult will once again be able to utterly destroy everything, because they are momentarily about to come into range. Oh, flipping dear. Oh, dear. Good dodge, mine. Good flipping dodge. Now, where do I want to get them? Let's go for these guys, who are right in the flipping middle. So, let's just get some lovely, lovely, beautiful stuff happening to them momentarily. In come the plague things. And... ouch! Sucks to be you. Now, who's actually got any proper infantry going on here? Your proper infantry. Focus on those guys. Now, you, if you would like to... focus on these guys, if you'd be so kind. Can you all take these guys out? Yes, yes you can. So everyone's going to get some nice early shots over here at the Pterodons, which is marvellous because Pterodons do not like being shot with indirect fire. Not one flipping bit. So their morale's going to start going down along with their health very, very quickly indeed. In fact, they're already pretty screwed. They've just kind of dive-bombed in a little bit, but their morale's just going to go completely wrong. Right. You guys just stay right there, hold your position, and then we've got some lovely... Yep, there's some skinks right over there. They're just being pelted from every side. Pterodons at the front, pretty much their morale's already gone completely wrong. And you guys are just firing into the back over here. Yep, should be some more coming in momentarily. Pterodons are absolutely screwed. Oh, that was some good stuff. I just need the ability to train more of these things, because these things are really, really damn good. Get around over here, get around over here. This army's already in a lot of flipping trouble. And how about this, just to destroy your formation too? Saurus warriors. Oh dear. Already flipping winded. Excellent. Winded, out of control, low threat. And don't shoot them while they're literally there. Switch over to these guys over here, if you'd be so kind. But at this point, we're probably reasonably safe to actually have these guys over here. Cravens your warriors flee. Well, of course they flipping do. Wouldn't be rat men if they didn't occasionally flee for no well-explained reason. You guys, up here, if you'd be so kind. You joining the reinforcements here. You get in the back. And if this scares these guys off, better and flipping better. Oh, sorry! I forgot you guys weren't on skirmish mode. That'd be why you weren't happy, really. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Maybe, like, leave this to proper infantry. Yeah, sorry. My mistake. Oops. Right, you guys, get over here. Chase off everyone else if you'd be so kind. That was yeah, that's stupid. That's just some wasted troops right there. You get round here. You get round here. Then these guys will be surrounded. Their morale will go down incredibly quickly there. Just to get these guys out of the way, I'm just going to basically bring some rats out underneath right there. That'll do a huge amount of damage to them immediately. So you just get on there. There, lovely. That'll distract them. You getting over there. There's basically nothing left. These guys are just... what are you doing? Are you just over there just basically... Excellent. You know what? Why don't you focus on the Pterodon riders, if you'd be so kind? That's a good thing for you to be doing right now. And then just focus over there. My warriors are rallying. I'm sure it's fine. Slings go over there, doing some excellent work against these guys who are just basically pelting these poor lads. These poor clan rats are just being shot from above and there's nothing they can do. But the indirect fire will get rid of them momentarily. In fact, yeah, I think most of them have already fallen out of the sky. Job done. That was scruffy because, yeah, I moved my guys out of the skirmish mode so they'd stand and fight. Then I could just move them back manually. Then I forgot to move them back manually. But still, job flipping done. And a nice final blow for you too. Decisive victory indeed. Albeit a few too many lost for my liking. Gain some food out of that, which is marvellous. And what to do? I don't really want to do anything other than take this place, to be honest. But... I don't need it to be a level 2 settlement, to be honest. And food's a little bit on the low side, so I'm going to keep it level 1. I'm going to keep this as nice level 1 here. And we have stolen from the enemy an Ogre Blade. Weapon strength plus 8%. Very, very nice indeed. And I can assign that to a character of my choosing. Plus you are now a Plan Buster. Leadership plus 5 against Lizard Men. Good, good. And the enemy was indeed killed in battle. Poor bastard. Now, I don't think I actually want that to go to him. I'd rather, if it can go to anyone, you, my good man, who actually, you know, go into the front line and stuff. Ah, you've already got a weapon. Hang on, you've got a blade that enables magical attacks and poison attacks. No, go for this Ogre Blade instead. Lovely. And thanks to that, we have got a very healthy amount of money off both of those there battles. And things are looking much, much better here all of a sudden, because we now hold 2 of these 3 settlements. Albeit, this one's a little exposed. I'm not keen on that. That is way, way, way too exposed for my liking. Okay, we'll just have to make flipping do. As for you, however, you can just head over here and keep an eye on these guys for me, because this guy will work as a spy as well as everything else. You just go there. That's fine. Can you go any further, or... You could go a little bit further if you wanted to, but honestly, I'm not willing to pay 500 for the tiny impact on the garrison when they'll just heal it straight off. But we now know what they've got there. A gold mine. A gold mine, you say? Flipping heck. Yep, this is the capital. This is the capital right here. Take this off them, and this will be a really, really nice, solid, hard-to-break barrier against any potential retaliation that they might decide to send against me. But it's going to be difficult to do, because that's one hell of a flipping garrison, and by the looks of it, yeah. We've got ourselves, right there, a bloody Saurus Scar veteran leading the place. Okay. Maybe what we want to do is... Oh, bloody... Public order 96%. Good old Lizard Men. Very, very good indeed. Right. We need to potentially... Well, we need to rest. These guys need to rest here and recharge for a bit. So you're just staying there for the time being. We've got some good money going on there. I could, if I wanted to, grow this place immediately. Because this is... That's level 2. How many points have I got? I've got 1 point spare. So I can actually grow this place immediately to level 2, albeit at the cost of 1,600. So I wouldn't have had to spend that 1,600 if I'd spent the 20 food. So the food is genuinely saving you money. Potentially quite a bit of money, to be honest. Because it would cost me, yeah, up to 4,800 gold total to get this place up to level 3 and the population surplus points. So, yeah, am I willing to swap, say, 40 food for 4,800 gold? Under certain circumstances, absolutely I would be. Let's also just quickly check here if there's anything special going on. The building browser. No, looks like a pretty standard territory. But one thing I most certainly want with that big pile of money, good news over here, Pustin, because you can build over to... I don't need you to build more docks. More docks. Actually, docks do make money. As we've settled this place, docks do actually make money. That's certainly flipping true. Yeah. Why don't you spend 800 right now on docks that produce 150? That's going to pay for itself really bloody fast. Anything else special over here at the new territory at Kayaks? No, tragically not. Not at all. And the alarm tunnels are... Is the alarm tunnel worth doing? See, I was planning for this to be like the gateway that would guard the entire empire. But actually, the more I think about it now, the more it looks like, oh, bloody hell.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Okay, maybe just walking straight into the Citadel of Dust may not be quite as easy as I was planning. That could be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, yes. Because that's a hell of an actual army right there. And also there's a really solid flipping garrison behind it. Right, but don't panic. Over here at Chup-Yotl... Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to have to start renaming some of these places. Because some of these places are really, really bloody hard to say. So good old Chup-Yotl. Chup-Yotl. Alright, Chup-Yotl, it's fine. Over at Chup-Yotl, I know what I absolutely do want, which is we've already got that in production. And absolutely, where is... Wait, hang on. Chup-Yotl. No, that's Kayaks. Over at Chup-Yotl, I absolutely want to spend 1,000 on getting 300 for a gold mining pit. This place is going to make the money for us. This place is going to make a lot of money. I was about to ask this guy for, you know, a non-aggression pact, but under the circumstances, I feel like he's not going to accept. No. I feel like, basically, he just is, yeah, there's a version. He just doesn't like rats. And non-aggression pact isn't going to fly, unfortunately, no. Oh, but Clan Scree are over here that I haven't really run into yet. But hang on, no, go back to them. But they are at war with a couple of different factions. They have 6 settlements. That's not bad, you know. And while I'm actually inside this territory, Clan Spittle. Good old Clan Spittle. Right, no, Clan Spittle. I want to set them a war coordination target. Because if you guys felt like going for a jaunt over to Itza, you go... Ah, that's what the yellow bloody thing is. The yellow bloody thing means, hey, come over here and take care of this. Okay, that's what that is. So, war coordination target. We'll see if they have any flipping interest in potentially going over and having a little look-see at that. Because it looks to me like, actually, if they were to follow... No, that's a river. That's not a road. They might be able to make it there, but it would be a little bit on the difficult side. Now, kayaks may not need defending urgently, but potentially there is something a bit more dangerous up the road. I've just noticed these guys. Who are you exactly? The Sentinels of Zeti. Now, they are currently at war with 2 factions, with the Order of Lawmasters, who spawn over here on the Turtle Islands, together with being at war with the Spine of the Sotek Dwarves, those guys who go to my territory. And they have most definitely taken territory off the Sotek Dwarves. Caverns of the Great Bat most certainly used to belong to the Dwarves, but not anymore. These guys are big, expanding, they've won battles already, and unfortunately, they're sort of coming in my direction. So, potentially, this guy around here, just going around the coast a little bit, and potentially doing a little bit of scouting out here, the Dust Gate. That could be where we hold them. That could indeed be where we flipping hold them, because I would say, hang on, out of that little thing there, yeah, this territory is belonging to them, the Sentinels of Zeti. So I think we should head over to the Dust Gate, fortify the hell out of it, and potentially be ready to defend ourselves, because this could be a soft, valuable underbelly for the entire empire here. The Forgotten Isles, not so much, they don't really produce much, so maybe leave that for the time being, but the Dust Gate, round here, take this, fortify it, and hold it against the Zeti. Meanwhile, Economic Heartland, we grow that in the south. Quite possible Pustin will ultimately need to go over here and take out the Citadel of Dusk. Or potentially lure them out onto the field. Because if he just raided inside their territory, he might be able to get their attention. They'll leave the field, come and take care of him, and then we can just mop up the survivors in the Citadel itself in an actual city battle. Then, pretty much, our Heartland is pretty well secure, because these dwarves are in no position to invade right now, though potentially, yeah, the Zeti we need to be actually significantly worried about. And we can just start picking apart at these guys too. If we could just get into Itza, the capital, I'd say that would actually be a really nice spot. Because with Itza taken, it would be safe to take Zolt. And with Zoltl taken, then we'd have the entirety of this province all of a sudden, and that would be another province where we could actually start using the commandment. So, I'd say that seems like a plan to me, ladies and gentlemen. We will crack on with that next time. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nut, and this has been Total War, Warhammer 2, with what I would say is one hell of a battle as we start expanding our empire. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Okay, guys, I need you out of the way so I can fish. Sorry. I just really, really need fishing, okay? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Emotions are forbidden, all right? Oh, my goodness, I get to ride a moose. Screw you, you don't get a moose. Oh, I've got an arm. Oh, my goodness, yes. Who's got the giant buzzsaw arm now, you bastard?